I witnessed gender inequality when my oldest daughter was 14 at the time, participating in regional 1500 metre event, and they were running short of time, so they decided to combine the boys and the girls age group together to run, which isn't a problem, the boys and girls running against each other, except that they put the boys in a line in front of the girls and then started. And my daughter had to physically stop because the boy who was directly in front of her didn't take off as quickly as what Megan wanted to. I went to the regional coordinator and asked what their reasoning was putting the boys before the girls, and was told that they decided to do that because they're running short of time and the boys are faster than the girls, so they should go first. But then had to explain to them that if they'd watched the race, they would have seen a lot of the girls actually overtook some of the boys, that not all boys are faster than all girls. So what would have been better was to actually just put them all in one big long line. Absolutely no problem running against each other, but give them all the equal start and the equal opportunity to take off with this pace that they want to.
Yeah, I see gender inequality all the time, sometimes subtly or more overtly, and sometimes behaviors that are more sinister. So recently I was at a pub and a picture of a naked woman was circulated amongst a group of men that I had just met. And they may not have seen that as a big deal, but we know that disrespect towards women is a driver of violence. So it makes me really angry to see people engaging in behavior that is so counterproductive, especially seeing them do it so casually. I did do something. I called him out, and the man apologized to me. But upon reflection, I'm not sure if that was the best way to handle the situation at the time. I essentially made a very rude comment to him. But as part of a whole of population approach to preventing violence against women, we really need to commit to bringing everyone along for that journey. And I'm not sure insulting someone is the most proactive, constructive way to do that. So that's why I think bystander training is so important, because it equips people with the skills and the confidence to challenge sexist behavior in a really constructive, proactive way.
I experienced gender inequity and violence when I was a child. My father was violent towards my mother. This set me up for years of feeling fearful, feeling scared, and feeling like I had no control. At the time when it happened, I didn't take action, but now I am. I've recently participated in the Speaking Up program led by Women's Health East. It's a fantastic program which encourages women from all diversity and backgrounds to speak out about their experiences and share their stories in the hope that it can inspire and change the attitudes of others.
A time when I witnessed gender inequality was probably a couple of years ago, in particular when we were recruiting to a senior manager role, and the shortlist that was put in front of me was 100% male. Now, there's no doubt that the talent that was in front of me, could have done the job, but it stuck with me. And so what I did was, in order to deal with that, was push it back to the recruiters, the people that were managing the recruitment process, with a clear directive to say I wanted 50% female names on the list. The other thing that we did was it also recognised that we needed to perhaps do a little bit more work on unconscious bias. So we specifically did some training in that space for all of the recruiting managers in my area. And it was a really useful process for us to work through, because it made us realise that although we thought we'd come a fair way, we needed to invest a lot more in training and development and making sure that we were comfortable enough to have some difficult conversations about potentially what some of our own biases were.